You're D-Rose the Great. We're back with another video, man. It's been about 2 weeks or so, man. If you missed me, hit the like button, comment in the comment section below, and subscribe to the goddamn channel. But man, I have an update on a video that I did maybe about 2 months ago or so with the generational linebacker, and kind of what inspired it is I got a comment earlier today, or probably it was yesterday, I should say, and a guy named That's My Whole Two comment. He said, I signed a 5-star elite dev signal caller. I copied the entire method. Ends up going pro after redshirt sophomore season. Was a first round pick, 94 overall, right? So he's showing some love, especially if you got that talent developer. You follow the coach. You follow the coach and recruiting the coordinator stack, man. It's just like a easy pipeline to keep getting these guys super high overall first round picks and stuff like that, right? But I have an update for that build now. In that video, I talked about turning the signal caller to a into a thumper. But since that video, I've since experimented. Oh my god, I can't speak English. I've since experimented with the linebacker build and noticed something critical, right? And like from what I noticed, we're gonna eliminate the thumper, man. From now on, we're just going after the lurkers. So we get the signal callers, we're gonna turn them from signal callers to lurkers, right? And this is what I'm gonna get into, right? We're in position change this week, and I'm gonna tell you why changing them to lurkers is way better than the thumper, right? Especially if you're a guy that oh my goodness, your defensive line is really good at containing the run. So you got two big DTs that might be really good run stoppers. Then you got your outside speed rushers, can hold up their own a little bit, or you got your power rushers, whatever it might be. Preferably I prefer the speed rushers, and then on the inside I probably go with the two pure power guys, just because they get the inside disruptor and they still get pocket disruptor. So I kind of got an update for that too, for that pure power. I might do a little update on the DT build, but I'm gonna show you guys why we want to go after we want to change these guys into the lurker, and how we can make this build, how we can make the lurker build better than the one that we talked about months ago, right? So let me get into this first guy. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna just show one player because I don't want to make this video too long. We'll probably try to keep this under 10 minutes, right? So this is a guy that I recruited since I got him as a freshman. We sat him on the bench for 2 years in a row just to build up these points. Now, of course, if we would have got a star dev or we would have got a lead dev, we could have probably got the same amount of skill points within a year. Now, I think really all you need is about 75. I think it's around 75 points that you would need on a player to get exactly what we're about to get. I'm about to show you. So um let's get into it, man. So first off, we got him as signal caller. Can we change his position right away? Let's see, actually. Let's see, can we change him? Can he change to a lurker? What does he change anything off rip? Nope. He still stays a signal caller, and then if we was to change him, it would be a thumper, right? But we don't want to turn him to a thumper. We want to turn him to a lurker. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna upgrade this pass coverage. I'm assuming that they probably can't turn to a lurker till the pass coverage gets up here with like run stopping, because the run stopping and the power is basically saying, all right, he's a hitter, which is not what lurkers usually are. So let's upgrade this a few times. Let's see if we get it to around a 79 pass coverage. Let's see if we can change them now, just to see, so we don't have to waste any more points. I think we could change them. Oh yeah, we could do it. Change to a Mike Lurker, right? So this is why I like doing the Mike Lurker, right? And usually I tell you guys to change them to the outside, right? But I'm gonna show you guys the difference between the outside lurker and the Oh, we can't upgrade because they're freshmen. Let me see if we got a Will. That's a lurker. Yep. So the guys, when they upgrade at Will, their pass coverage, they get the press coverage too. So when you're upgrading press, when you change them to another position, which was what we're gonna do, we're gonna change them to a safety. if the press is getting all the way up there with the zone and man coverage and catch and spectacular catch, it's gonna make him turn into a hybrid for the most part. At least that's what I've experienced. I don't know if that's the case. I haven't done enough experiments with all these players to say, but I know every single time that I had every single time that I turned a corner into a safety after upgrading their zone and man and their press was all the way up, it usually turned them to a hybrid. So that's why I'm saying that. So we definitely don't want them. We definitely don't want to upgrade the press. And like linebackers, they don't really press. Like unless you're manually pressing, there will never be a situation where your actual linebacker will play press man coverage. So that's why we don't want to do that, right? So we're gonna go back into the Mike linebacker. We're gonna go into with Hawkins. We're gonna upgrade this some more. Like I said, don't upgrade it at will. We want to make sure we upgrade it at Mike. So once he can turn to a middle linebacker lurker, then that's when we start doing it. So we want to get this to 94. We want to make sure we have 94 zone and 94 man. So upgrade. It'll probably take about 2 more upgrades. I think we started out with 99 points and now we're at 43. So what's that about? That's about 96. I mean, pause. I said 96. That's about 56 points if I'm not mistaken. So now I think we got him at the right spot. Now this is where we change him because he goes to a coverage specialist, and that's why I said we want to make sure that he's not at the hybrid, right? Depending on how many points you got, it doesn't really matter now because we're not gonna be able to upgrade. We're not gonna be able to get like Rob or anything like that right now, but we might be able to. Oh yeah, nah, we're too far apart. But we're gonna upgrade this knockout. Upgrade this knockout to platinum. And I don't think people really understand how good that knockout really is, bro. Like all those bang bang catches where the player still holds on to the ball, those are not happening anymore. I'm telling you right now. Unless they have like platinum shorthands. And I feel like those kind of even out and it still ends up going to the defensive side. So yeah, so now we got the platinum knockout all up. We're gonna change him back to a linebacker. You can change him to Will, Mike. It doesn't really matter. We'll just put him at Will for the sake of the video. And now all we really care about, because we got the most important ability pretty much for the linebacker, which is the knockout, and then of course the only 2 other abilities we really care for are robber and house call. So we're gonna just upgrade the quickness to get that change of direction up. We're gonna sim to the next week, and this is with an impact player, and I really didn't have too many guys drafted, so let's go sim to the next week. Now we're gonna have even more points, and this is what I like about it too, right? I know how to weasel through the system a little bit too, so I'm show you guys something. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we upgrade that speed and change the direction and everything like that. But what we don't want to do, we don't want to put him over at 87 overall. So we'll upgrade this. So basically we'll still have him for 2 years. So right now we got 90 speed. We're at 90 speed, 84 change of direction. We can upgrade bouncer and house call, but we're really just trying to upgrade house call. And then look. See, this is the thing that I didn't notice at first, right? I thought like, so when I did that first linebacker build, I didn't know that because to get knockout for a lurker linebacker, they have to have a certain amount of hit power. So this is what's the difference is between that build, the video I did last time and the video I'm doing right now. I didn't know that the knockout ability will stay. So even though they require 2 different things, it's like once you have the ability, it doesn't matter if they change position. It doesn't matter if they change the position to another position that has that ability. So let's say right house call, knockout, robber. So if I have a linebacker, I mean if I have a safety that has platinum, house call, knockout, and robber, when I change him to linebacker, they're gonna still keep those abilities, even though those might be different thresholds. So like I said, for knockout for a linebacker, you need to have a certain amount of hit power. Um, Robber for a linebacker, you need to have change of direction. But I think at safety, no, it's still both. If I'm not mistaken, it might just be lower. The threshold might be lower if I'm not mistaken, or is it acceleration? Actually, I think I'm lying. Oh yeah, pause. For the linebacker, it's acceleration, but for a safety, it's change of direction. So, um, that's where you can mess around with it a little bit. So, like, you could probably even do the same thing. Like, so if you have a safety and you change him over to linebacker, but he has pretty good acceleration, you could upgrade that robber without even having to put his change of direction up. So, um, and the reason why that might be good for some people is because change of direction. Like, all right, so to upgrade the change of direction in linebackers, I mean, upgrade oh my god, to get robber for linebacker, you gotta upgrade the speed. So let me show you guys. You gotta upgrade the speed category, so, or quickness, whatever you call it. So this quickness tab, or every time you upgrade these are usually about 11 to 15, 16 points. So the higher you go, the higher the amount of points you gotta spend. So, but typically, like, most of the time, these are gonna be around 11 plus points. So, those that cost way more. Now, if I go to a safety, let me go to a safety. Let me see if we got a cover specialist. All right, cool. To get robbers, change of direction, right? But let's look what change of direction is under. Change of direction is under man coverage, which is a lot cheaper. So that's how you can kind of finagle your way, man. Especially if you got a certain amount of points, you could finesse it real good. So, yeah, that's all I really want to get to. I didn't really want to spend too much time on it. I just wanted to show you guys a little upgrade to the generational build. Like, the more you really lab in this game, the more you find out, man. I don't even know why I didn't think of that. I don't know why I never realized at first that you could keep the same abilities, so it doesn't matter if the threshold changes, as long as you don't change them to a position that can't get the ability. So like, like right now, you could change this guy from a lurker linebacker to a cover specialist safety. He keeps the abilities, but if I was to change him to like at the end, he'll lose the abilities, of course, right? And then I'll have to spend all the points over to get it back at either the linebacker or the safety position. So, yeah. Hopefully this helps you guys. And we can build up some really good builds. So, like, me personally, like, even though I don't have the robber, I know I can end up getting it next year because we'll get the acceleration up. He still has more points to upgrade for his quickness, so that could be easy. And then worst come to worst, if I didn't want to spend the points, like, if I didn't want to spend the points here, I could just change him to a safety. We're already at training results, so I can't do it now. But I could just change him to safety and then upgrade it from there, and I still keep the platinum knockout, in the house score and everything like that. So, pretty neat, right? So, with that being said, man, we're gonna end the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, man. I do want to say shout out to that my whole too again. Kind of inspired me to drop this video. So, thank him, guys. But we're out, man. Peace.